So what I need to do is build a frame here, wooden frame, and then put the insulation in, put the board over the top. Problem I've got is this concrete isn't it's very hard, and it isn't very thick. So assuming you can drill into it, I run the risk of breaking it, cracking one of these panels. To be honest, they're in really good condition, so I don't want to do that. Thought about gluing them on. Norman says I can glue it on, so that's an option for us later. But in the first instance, I've gone out and bought these. Built these, so like little bracket things. And I'm thinking if I take these, too small, I have to drill that hole bigger. But I'm thinking I'll do that, and then I mount the beams that way. Maybe screw up through there. So we'll see as we go. First things first, I need to take down all this old stuff, get that out of the way, and then we'll get on with building. I've been reading a lot about hot roofs and cold roofs and gaps and air vents and all that stuff. I think in this case it's pretty dry in here, and there are no vents to the external stuff. I think I'm going to seal it. I'm going to go for that hybrid thing where you push the insulation hard against the wall, don't allow that cavity for the condensation to form, so that I can maximise the space in it. I mean, it's not going to be a huge space. I'm going to get a desk, it's going to be studio lights. For ventilation, I've got little ventilation windows in the new windows I had built, so I can open those. I'll get some ventilation that way. So I'm going to black line it, so that will keep the water, any water that gets from the outside in, won't make it inside. And then for ventilation, like I said, I'll use the windows. I have to say, it looks pretty dry in here. I mean, I've come in here during heavy rainstorms to look. I can't see any rain. There's no evidence of water getting in here, so I'm quite happy. So I'm going to fill that gap, that void up there, so there's not a void space there. And then I'll measure across, and we'll build the first frame. That's a little bit of expanding foam at the top there, sort of hard foam. There's gaps, so I'm going to use expanding foam in a gun to seal around the edge. I think I'll put the frame up first, and I can expand foam up to that. I bought this gun thing a bit ago that you can clean. If ever you want to do expanding foam on a sort of regular basis, get a proper gun, and you can buy this cleaning fluid, and that means you don't like waste a can every single time. So, good tip from YouTube again. Meanwhile, I'm going to measure this frame, start cutting the frame. So immediately, what is apparent is somebody's run like a bead of cement along the bottom here. It's going to stop me going flush against the wall. Get the chisel out, get that out of the way. Gloves. Safety glasses. I've had my kids are always like, you're always hurting yourself. So I'm trying to take it more seriously. I'm always knocking my hands around because I'm not used to my hands getting in the way. So let's do this. Hope this doesn't. Oh wow, that's in there. That is the firmest piece of concrete I've found in the entire house. That is down for keeps. Oh wow. That's a problem. What to do about that? could cut the wood at an angle to account for it. Put that beam up slightly higher. Yeah, and then foam underneath. It's going to roll all the way around. Right, so I will cut an angle to accommodate for that. Second beam will be a centimetre off the floor. And then we will use the expanding foam to fill the gap. That's what we'll do. Right. So I've cut like a angle on that. Now this should go flat against the wall. There we go. There we go. Not quite flat against the wall, but close enough. Right. So that's one. So I'll build a square. Two. Yeah. Yeah, so another one of these. Doing my usual highly scientific approach to this, I was trying to work out where the studs should go, because then get the plasterboard and they've got a nice piece to plasterboard to. And then I remembered I'm going to put a piece of hardboard on that end so that I've got something to screw to. So actually the frames don't matter particularly, because the hardboard will screw onto these frames, and then if I put plasterboard on, because the hardboard looks quite cool actually. I ordered up OSB and they sent me ply. It looks really nice. Anyway, so what I'm going to do then is 1, 2, 3 down, one across the top, one across the bottom, and then when the hardboard goes on, that'll be rock solid. That won't go anywhere. So that'll be good. I'll do that. Okay. Right. So I need you to go in that corner. Actually, you hold this one then. This one's a bit difficult to explain. He's going to go like that. Like that. And then this is going up. Careful that doesn't fall on you. That one isn't attached to anything. So this is just going up to the top of this red beam here. Like that. Right, nice and flat, yeah? Well, this is proving more challenging than I expected. My brackets don't fit on those square things there. And this concrete, I don't know, it's diamond hard. Trying to get anything to go through it. I think these bolts would be about right. They'd be right. But I need someone that can drill into this cement without cracking it. Time for a trip to Screwfix, I think. Okay, back after a slight change of plan. Bit of a lunch and a beer. I got one of these, which is a brand new masonry drill. We'll see if I can get into this concrete, and we'll try battening the wall down. See how we get on. One in. I managed to get one in. Let's see if we can get these ones in. That's not very straight. Ugh. Level. So that's nice and solid. So that's not going anywhere. And then that's nice and flush to there. So I'll be able to slide insulation in here, and then the plasterboard will come down to just by where this wood is here, and then the plasterboard will come up, and this gap will disappear totally. Insulate all this out. It's progress. Just need to get the wiring in behind before I start putting up hardboard and stuff. But good, it's good stuff. So that's the first set up. Now, it's not a lot of progress in a day, but there was a lot of experimentation in there, and I know what I'm doing now for the rest of the walls, so they'll go a lot quicker. I think what I'll spend the next hour doing is putting some insulation up there, get it off the floor away from me, and then I'll call it a day and have a barbecue. End of Saturday. I've done pretty well today. Got to stop now, I'm going off to my brother's, but you know, pretty good. You can see behind me, I've managed to learn how to frame in this garage, which concrete screws work, all that. Got that pretty level, managed to get that wall insulated. Gonna have to get some silver tape and some of that ceiling expanding foam. Just seal it all around here. But generally pretty good. Tomorrow I'll get the frames upon these walls, and I'll get the rest of the roof insulated, and I'll probably even get the floor down. Then I'll be able to run the electrics round, ready for the electrician to come and check that I haven't created a fire hazard. Pretty good though. See you tomorrow.